class. So now we are going to tackle about our another part of our final examination, the metabolism. So sa metabolism, baka yung tatlong metabolic pathways na lang ang ating mai-cover. The glycolysis, the citric acid cycle or Krebs cycle at saka yung electron transport chain. Okay? So by the way, let's have our overview of what really is metabolism. So what is metabolism, by the way? Metabolism describe yung metabolism po, it describe all the chemical reaction that takes place in the organism. Sa isang organism, especially both the prokaryote and eukaryotic organism, there are series of chemical reactions that happening in their body. So those chemical reactions, series of chemical reaction na connected series of chemical reactions, they are termed as metabolic pathway. Okay, metabolic pathway. Okay, metabolic pathways are series of connected or interconnected chemical reactions that if utilize substrate, substrate, term natin dito substrate or yung mga precursors natin. And then this series of metabolic pathways will eventually at the end produce a final product. Final product. And since we all know that is a substrate, this series of metabolic pathways is regulated by enzymes. A series of different enzymes has been regulated. Okay. So that is what we meant by metabolic pathways. A substrate will undergo series of interconnected chemical reaction as step by step, and the substrate will rearrange o magbabago yung kanyang mga chemical structure then along the series for the purpose of what is either real producing energy. Okay, for the purpose of producing energy or for the purpose of storing, tanda nyo, storing or for energy reserve, so yun po yung ating pinakang ng metabolic pathways. So metabolic pathways ay meron po tayong mga diyan. So generally ang metabolism po, that is divided into two general types of metabolism or metabolic pathways. We have those metabolic pathways or catalytic or reactions that meant to build up. They are called as or anabolic metabolic pathway. Then those pathways naman po na tend to break down molecules, that calls as catabolic. Okay? Catabolic. Next, in in terms of building up, if we want to build up molecules, ganito po yung requirement. Now, this, for example, these are the substrate, yung mga circle to represent the substrate. Now, if you want to make that substrate to become a product that is a more complex product, as in bubuuin mo yung mga substrate na yan na isang malaking larger molecule. Okay? We need energy. Okay? We need to add some energy. Okay, ganun po building up or anabolic pathways or required energy to build larger molecule. Okay? This one, the larger molecule. Okay? Now, if we want to break down larger molecule naman, yeah, for example, ito, yung mga katulad ng mga food that you eat, then you break it down. So why you digest that? Why you break it down? Because if you break that down, those chemical bond na meron dyan sa larger molecule na yan will release energy naman para sa isang organism. Yun po yung purpose kung bakit tayo meron mga series of metabolic pathways. So, here we have the substrate or the reactants, which is catalyzed with different enzymes to build a larger molecule. If you want to build a larger molecule, you use energy. If you want to break down, or if you break down this larger molecule naman in terms of catabolic reactions sa metabolic pathways, you release energy for your usage, para sa iyong ano, kailangan. Okay? So that's the initial introduction for metabolism. Now, let's go ahead at punta natin yung mga specific. So we have two stages of metabolic pathways. Ano? Metabolism. The first one is syempre sa organism, yung basic natin from the small intestine, 'di ba? We use digestion. That is the stage one. After digestion, sa katulad ng mga na-discuss ko sa inyo, our final output for the protein, if after digestion of protein, is amino acid, right? Code ko na lang po ng AA, protein. For the carbohydrates or for the carbs, our final output will be the glucose. Okay, let's say for example, glucose is meant for energy kasi kaya yan na lang po yung gamitin nating representative. Then for our lipids, lipids, our what we utilize is if we break down is the glycerol, GLY na lang po, and fatty acid, FA. Okay? So they are monomers that meant to be absorbed up there. That's the stage one. So it requires catabolic, catabolic. So bakit natin breakdown 'tong mga 'to? Because we want energy from that molecule. They contains energy. Their chemical bonds contains energy. We want to produce ATP. Okay? So now, if we break them down, we absorb amino acid to the bloodstream. Okay? AA, amino acid. Then glucose, we absorb to the portal vein. Okay? Then glycerol and fatty acid will prepackage to become chylomicrons, absorb in the lymph, then go to the portal vein then ang ating mga glycerol and fatty acid. Okay? Now, kung nakikita niyo sa baba ang naglilid lahat ng mga biomolecules into the liver. Is it because they are meant to be stored first. Para sa reserba ng katawan. So, here in the liver, yung ating glucose, if we absorb in the portal vein, mapupunta sila muna first sa liver. Amino acid, the glucose, and the glycerol and fatty acid from the food that we eat, glycerol and fatty acid. Now, in the liver, they are stored. The glucose will be stored as glycogen. Tanda nyo, glycogen. Siguro naman, familiar kayo sa glycogen, the storage of glucose molecules to the liver. Para pag fasting kayo, merong nakukuhang glucose ang inyong bloodstream para hindi kayo mag-hypoglycemic. Okay? So, the glycerol and fatty acid will be stored or will be rearranged in the liver. So, punta tayo, glycerol at saka fatty acid. It will be build up as triglyceride again for some purposes. Then, amino acid in the liver will also build into protein. Okay? So, become protein. So, this yung mga nakita yung binuo sa liver, yan. So yeah, that's the first purpose kung bakit dinadala sa liver lahat ng ano. So, it's either magbi-build o manufacture ni liver into other molecule yung mga yan through the series of metabolic pathways din, yung glucose to glycogen. Now, that's for energy reserve. Kasi the liver also use energy to build those molecules. Now, meron po siyang backwards. If we want to utilize the energy from those molecules, we need to reconvert glycogen to glucose. By the way, yung reaction nga pala ng glucose to glycogen, that is called uh, glycogenesis. Yung building of glycogen to glucose, yung direction na ito, glucose to glycogen, that is called uh, glycogenesis. Glycogenesis, from the word genesis, meaning creation of glycogen. Okay. Now, if we backwards, glycogen breakdown naman is that is called glycogenolysis. Okay, glycogenolysis naman backwards. Okay. Now, protein will not be broke down again kasi nga delikado pag ang protein breakdown. Kasi protein, you are ilang percent kayong protein. So, those proteins can be sent out the different parts of the body or utilized as enzyme, as antibodies na create from the liver. Okay? Now, dito tayo focus sa glucose muna. What happened to the glucose after sa liver? So, it undergoes uh, a series of chemical reactions. So, it will enter the hepatocyte. Ano? Ang hepatocyte po ay liver cell. Pag sinabing hepatocyte, liver cell. Okay? In the hepatocyte, in the cytoplasm, it will enter. Lalakayan ko yung hepatocyte para mas madami tayong mai-drawing. It is inside the liver. Then, yan po yung liver cell. Nilakayan ko lang po yung drawing kasi mayroong tayo drawing na metabolic pathway ditong overview. So, the glucose will be converted in the cytoplasm of the hepatocyte and the liver into the first product called pyruvate. Tandaan, first pyruvate. So, what do you call this process that also produce kasi nga, ang ating glucose ay 6 molecule, tama? 6 molecule, 6 carbon molecule, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it will be breakdown into 2 pyruvate molecule, dalawang pyruvate po. So nag-breakdown tayo, sabi nga natin sa magpo-produce tayo ng energy kapag nag-break. So ang ating glycolysis, ito po yung unang glucose converted into pyruvate that is called glycolysis. Ang glycolysis by the way nangyayari sa cytoplasm of the cell. Specifically, first of all, sa liver cell. Or meron din po tayong mga cytoplasm sa mga muscles natin at saka sa ating fats. Meron po tayo yung mga cytoplasm na possible undergo din ng glycolysis. Pero most of the glycolysis happens in the liver. Okay? So, it will produce 2 ATP ho. 2 ATP po na produce ng glycolysis. So, yung series of 10 reactions o 10 steps ng glycolysis, I will create another video for that. Okay? So, now, pyruvate, again, will undergo another series. Ano nga po ang purpose natin kung bakit kailangan natin yung mga molecule? Is produce energy. Okay. So this pyruvate will be converted into another molecule called acetyl-CoA. Ha? Acetyl-CoA. Acetyl CoA. So, what's the reason why we want to build that into acetyl-CoA? Because it is needed in our powerhouse of the cell. Ano po yung powerhouse of the cell? That is mitochondria. Let me draw the bean-shaped mitochondria. Okay, bean-shaped. The powerhouse of the cell. So, ang powerhouse of the cell is, syempre, energy production ng kanyang So, yung pyruvate po, required molecule, galing siya ng glucose. Then, acetyl-CoA, convert po siya. So, yung series of reactions siya, specific reactions ay later on to be discussed po na lang. Overview pa lang naman po ito. Then, from that acetyl-CoA, it will enter to the intermitochondrial matrix and it will undergo another series of metabolic pathways again. So, this cycle of metabolic pathway na paikot, this is called as Krebs cycle. Okay, Krebs cycle. That is happening inside na intermitochondrial matrix. Tandaan nyo lang po yung mga hina-highlight kong information kasi yan yung mga kadalasang tatanong sa final exam. So, inside the mitochondrial matrix po nangyayari ang Krebs cycle. Okay. This Krebs cycle, ano po yung importance niya? So this Krebs cycle will produce CO2, will produce also uh ano pang napoproduce niya? Will produce ATP again, ATP, another energy. Pero pinaka-importante pong product ng Krebs cycle is the electron carrier. We have the NADH plus H plus ions at saka FADH2. This electron carrier will be needed to the next chemical reaction, again, biochemical reaction that happens on the mitochondrial membrane. Ano, doon sa membrane ng mitochondria naman, ang sa loob ng mitochondrial matrix ay Krebs cycle. Ang sa cytoplasm, tadeo, cytoplasm, ang nangyayari sa cytoplasm ng ating hepatocyte ay glycolysis. That is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. Ang nangyayari naman sa loob ng ano, once ma-convert yung glucose into pyruvate, dalawang pyruvate molecule, ay Krebs cycle. Ano, yung Krebs cycle, ang pinaka-important na product niyan para sa sunod na biochemical reactions is NADH at saka FADH2, the electron carrier, that power this series of complexes in the mitochondrial membrane. Ang tawag dito sa series of chemical reactions sa mitochondrial matrix na magpo-produce ng madaming ATP, ha, madami or tremendous amount of ATP. Siya po may ang purpose po ng electron transport chain, yung next sa Krebs cycle, is to produce more ATP, production ng ATP po. Ang glycolysis naman po, production ng pyruvate. Na yung pyruvate, kailangan para sa Krebs cycle. Then sa Krebs cycle, ang kanyang purpose, mag-create ng mga electron carrier na magpa-powered up ng electron transport chain para mag-pump ng madaming ATP. Okay? Na para itong reaction pong ito, itong tatlong ito, they are also known as the cellular respiration. Yung glycolysis, the Krebs cycle, at electron transport, they are collectively known as cellular respiration. Okay. Cellular respiration is a series o tatlong chemical reactions, biochemical pathway siya. Glycolysis, Krebs cycle, at saka the electron transport chain that are, syempre, breaking down of molecules na nangyari dyan, magre-release talaga siya ng mga ATP para sa organism. Okay? So, ang Krebs cycle nga pala may iba't ibang pangalan. Pwede rin siyang tawaging citric acid cycle or tricarboxylic cycle, ha, or TCA cycle. Okay? Now, sir, paano po pag walang glucose? What happens sa body? So, meron po naman tayong tinatawag na gluconeogenesis. Ano? Gluconeogenesis. What is gluconeogenesis? Ang gluconeogenesis ay creation of glucose molecule from non-carbohydrate precursor. For example, ang non-carbohydrate natin ay amino acid. It will undergo deamination or transamination na. Transamination, amination, or deamination para maging glucose molecule, ha. Ang tawag doon gluconeogenesis kapag hindi carbohydrate yung source para gumawa ng glucose. If ever na wala kayong carbs masyadong kinakain, kumukuha po yung ating sa mga amino acids reserve at saka sa glycerol. Okay, yung glycerol po, ikino-convert din po siya sa amino acid. Okay? So, next po, paano naman sir pagka hindi po available ang glucose dun para dito sa ating Krebs cycle? Wala po talaga. Meron po tayong another process. Dun sa fatty acid po, it can undergo beta oxidation. Ha? Yung fatty acid, mag-undergo ang beta oxidation and can become acetyl-CoA. So, beta oxidation ng process na yun na. Fatty acid will directly become acetyl-CoA and will enter the Krebs cycle. So, kaso nga lang sa Krebs cycle, may enzyme dito na hindi nagwo-work kapag walang glucose or kunya fatty acid ang ginamit. So that's why ang magiging produce po na alternative fuel source for energy is for your brain, especially for your brain, is ketones. Kapag fatty acid po yung ating source. Okay? So, Ah, ano pa po yung natin dito sa series of metabolic process sa overview natin. So, I think ito na po yung ating i-highlight na lang sa mga sunod na video. Yung glycolysis, okay, yung glycolysis, the citric acid cycle or Krebs cycle at saka electron transport chain. Yan lang po yung isasama natin sa finals. Yung other na metabolic pathways, ay wala na tayong time para ma-cover pa sila. So, if ever na gusto niyo mag-advance study, pwede niyo nang basa-basahin yung mga processes na nangyayari dito sa glycolysis para ah, ano, prepared na kayo sa final examinations kung saan involved po itong mga to. Okay? So that's all for the overview of what are metabolism or what are metabolic pathways and what is metabolism. And God bless again para sa inyong final examination. That's all for this video and goodbye class.